Season 9 is finally here, and as we welcome you to
the future,
we here at Top 5 Gaming have been hard at work uncovering all of the little hidden Fortnite secrets and things that if you don't look closely enough while you're playing, you might just miss. Fortnite has progressively become better and better at putting these little secrets in the game, but you can't stop us from finding them, and Gundam Chicken Mecha Dude Guy Man is on the case.
destroy.
With Season 9, things are heating up. Like literally, the volcano erupted. It doesn't get any hotter than this. But, or skirt, if you're using that other time to uncover what secrets are in Fortnite Season 9. Also, I just want to add that we will be coming out with videos covering all the latest and greatest things as part of Season 9 all week, so make sure you're subscribed, push notifications on, and if you guys purchase the Battle Pass or any of the new skins, be sure to use code T5G or else one of the wind tunnels will drop you randomly. You know, I wouldn't risk that. And now it's time for us real gamers to get into the number 10 spot. Number 10. John Wick's house with the secret triple chest spawn. Now, if you head on over to the east side of the map, head a little down from the middle. Now, you used to be able to find this old little wooden house with a farm over it. It didn't really contain much except for a couple chests and didn't have much importance other than being known as Calamity's house due to a loading screen showing her at the location. Although with Season 9 revamping pretty much the entire map, the little location didn't go unnoticed. It's now a giant modern-style mini-studio mansion-like building that has a lot more loot. What many people may not realize about this location is it's actually remade after John Wick's house from the film. To top it all off, you can head on down to the basement and reenact a scene from the film in which he breaks open a part of the concrete floor to reveal his stashed weapons. Sure enough, you do this too, and you can find yourself with up to 3 chests waiting for you. It's a brilliant add-on to the previous John Wick inspiration we got all those seasons ago with the Reaper skin and his cosmetics. I wouldn't be surprised to see this spot get a lot of attention for those heading into Paradise Palms, but in at number 9, we've got the new weapon coming soon. Fortnite love to tease us with hidden little gems, Easter eggs, and possible spoilers throughout the entirety of the game. Every season we get a brand new main loading screen, and 9 times out of 10, you can be sure that they'll be hiding something that isn't released yet amongst the scenery. With Season 8's loading screen, we saw the flint hook pistol, the boom bow, the treasure chest, and even the ballers before they were actually introduced to the game. So what does Season 9's loading screen show us? For starters, it's a really clean looking loading screen with that modern and futuristic vibe to it and a whole bunch of vibrant outfits. But one key thing that stands out is the weapon in the middle. Looks a bit like a thermal scope, but not quite. This is supposedly the new tactical assault rifle we have yet to see, and you can have no doubt that we'll be seeing it soon enough. Number 8 is Season 9's Victory Umbrella. If you've been playing Fortnite for a couple seasons or more, then you've also probably gotten used to getting a new Victory Royale umbrella for each season. For last season, you could find many people using the palm leaf umbrella with its little musical jingle to match the tropical environment that came with the volcano, and Season 7 brought us the Snowfall Victory Umbrella to match the snow biome. So in a season that introduces a futuristic revamp to the map with neon lights and giant holograms, what do you think that we'll get this time around? You probably guessed it already, but it's a perfect representation combining both of them and bringing us the holographic Victory Umbrella. All you gotta do is get your first win, which if you guys would like to see videos on strategy and pro tips, that kind of thing, let us know in the comments because we want to see that you guys want to see that. A lot of you guys don't realize how much we actually listen to our community and the suggestions that you give. The feedback is super, super crucial to us. So I just want to stop. We're only on number 8. We didn't even get to number 1, but I just want to say a heartfelt thank you from us to you here at Top 5 Gaming. Number 7, Slipstreams. So this is the new big transportation system for Season 9, and I gotta say, it's looking good. And even though a few of you may be getting used to it already, there's still a lot of things that you might want to be cautious of. For starters, once you get into the Slipstream, the only vehicle that can really change direction is the baller. Try with the other vehicles like a driftboard, and you'll just be left doing front flips going backwards. You also can't build in the Slipstream, so be extra careful when your build battles are going. Something that could be really useful for you innovative players is that the Slipstream will carry anything. Abandoned vehicles, explosives, and even fire an RPG into the Slipstream to create some crazy flight pattern. I just can't wait to see a lobby where people have just filled up the Slipstream with vehicles flying around the map. That'll be a sight. You'll have to let us know what you found this to be great for, but one last little tip, you come out of the top of a Slipstream and face up, get some decent height and take shortcuts on corners of the Slipstreams if you're trying to chase someone. Number 6 is the vaulted pump shotgun and added combat shotgun. We all knew that the vault would claim some more victims in the new season, but damn did it take a lot away. Season 8's treasure map is gone, along with the dart trap, the suppressed AR, thermal AR, and scoped revolver. have been vaulted, as well as the clingers and the balloon. In all honesty, you can see a valid reason for any of them being vaulted, as much as they could be fun. But it was the vaulting of all the pump shotguns that I think caught most people off guard. If you haven't been able to play yet, you heard right, they vaulted the pump. It's gone. No more double pump means. It's just over. So what, might you ask, have they replaced it with? Well, that would be the new combat shotgun. At the moment, the community is very weary of this new shotgun. It's almost like when wild animals have found something new in the wild and they're uncertain whether it's friend or foe yet. You'll have to let us know what your thoughts on it have been so far, but in general, this shotgun does a lot less damage, but does have that larger clip size and the smallest reticle of all the shotguns so far. It's a completely different shotgun for the style of play that we're used to, so we'll just have to wait and see how we settle on this. Number 5 is the airlift ships around the map. So we don't actually know the official names of these ship-like things at the moment, so airlift ships seem to work. If you have a better name, then please let us know. Basically, these ships are smaller to your Slipstream transport, but on a vertical path that'll launch you into the air. There's 7 of these airlift ships spread around the map, in the exact same locations as the ruins were. They each have a possible 3 chests that can spawn on them, with some floor loot too. Mainly, these airlift ships will be a favorite travel mechanic, as it'll allow you to get away higher than you should be able to. You push forward and face directly up. As you go up the stream, it'll send you flying way above the build limit, allowing you to essentially travel anywhere. These Slipstream mechanics are going to be interesting, to say the least, and seeing how the first few weeks go with this mechanic, it'll honestly be pretty insane. I mean, you're going to have high kill gamers using them to hunt nonstop. You also have me continuously running from everything I see and just hiding in Slipstreams, but it does seem to be a mechanic that helps a wide range of play. There's even a couple of air vents on top of these ships that prevent fall damage if you feel like practicing your trick shots. Number 4, new wind gap turbines. Over at the northwest side of the map, it's finally got sort of a widespread update, although it's not too much. Still adds another look to that corner of the map. On most of the mountains, you can find wind turbines. They don't actually seem to move in any way, but all of them have a baller and chest spawn on top with zip lines taking you to other locations. The zip lines over there have also got their own updated style. That corner of the map hasn't had anything big happen to it at all, really, so at least this gives us something to visually be distracted by. Having those ballers on each one with the chest is also going to be super fun for a quick landing and causing chaos at the nearest hot zone. Number 3 is the rocket fountain. So as we've seen with most events, Tilted Towers always fell victim as the predicted place of destruction, even though it did get a fair share of abuse until a volcano blew it to smithereens. People assumed that the comet would hit Tilted and that the rocket would too. Something we never figured out was where that rocket went. It was supposed to hit Tilted Towers, but was rifted into another dimension. If you happen to be flying in on Tilted Towers, you may notice that the fountain area in the middle is shaped exactly like a rocket. Even the center part where the statue is looks like a sort of port window. Now, this is just me throwing something out there, but what if that statue of the woman who's holding the helmet that we saw in the unvaulting room actually appears in the rocket when it somehow reemerges further down the story? The way this fountain and statue is set up could just be a nod towards Tilted Towers past, but you can never let your guard down with epic games. They might be up to something. We're on to you, or we might be. So I guess we're not really on to you, but we're on to you. Number 2, dual wielding rippers. A bit like a Mr. Beast video, Fortnite comes along and gives us something we never knew we wanted until we saw it. Completely random and out of the blue type of stuff that leaves you wondering why you didn't see it sooner. In this case, it's the Ripe Ripper's dual wielding harvesting tool. I think it's Christopher Walken taking. I think back in season 1 or 2, I may have thought about completely different styles of harvesting tools, but once you saw they had a pretty set pattern, you kind of forgot about alternatives. But now, over 8 seasons later, they bamboozle us with dual wielding. They got us. I honestly can't wait to see what other styles come out of this. And the dual wielding animation is really satisfying as well, as you can chop left and right, swinging back and forth. It'll be interesting to see what pro players switch over to this and keep with the original, especially with the current tournaments. I mean, what are your thoughts so far, though? Dual wield, classic pickaxe? The world may never know. Number 1, reduced drum gun. It was the community's unvaulting of choice, and yes, Fortnite are aware that many didn't get to vote. But let's be real, you all saw how many people were hammering away on that drum gun. There's no way a revote would have made a difference. Since its release, many have been complaining. I am one of those people. Now, I was intending to vote for the drum gun, although I didn't get to vote. However, I honestly thought that they would have balanced out any item that was unvaulted. After all, the drum gun was vaulted mainly due to the people complaining about how overpowered it is. Why unvault something without fixing the problem? But apparently that's exactly what they did. Now, I don't know what Fortnite were thinking, but it seems like they're trying to fix their mistake. The drum gun's spawn rate was reduced to 7.1% from its original 16.7%, over half. Now, I'm not sure what the difference this will honestly make in late game, but in early to mid game, it may make a difference that is slightly noticeable. Although I definitely don't see this being the last update to balance the drum gun out. Well, this has been the top 10 Fortnite Season 9 secrets that you need to know. And now that you're educated, you can go home and do your homework. Like, seriously, what are you doing playing Fortnite? You got an essay due tomorrow. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel for new push notifications. And also use code T5G. When you pick up that battle pass, there are some crazy skins in that battle pass. We love you. We hope you have a wonderful day. Keep it here, right on Top 5 Gaming.